If you do this right, it can literally enable you to send thousands of cold emails per day. And you can see I haven't sent a single one of these emails. This is all Instantly.ai doing this all for me. So I'm receiving this email from Instantly AI. You want to know the best free email warm-up tool. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly that, along with everything that you need to know to make sure that you never land up in spam again. Now, if you guys don't already know, on this channel, I'm pretty much documenting every single important thing that I come across when it comes to running my own AI business. So this is one of those things that I thought is probably one of the best use cases that you can justify when it comes to using AI. If you do this right, it can literally enable you to send thousands of cold emails per day without having to worry about half of them getting sent to spam and half of them not even just delivering to your prospects or your clients. So it's a really good use case, and I highly recommend you guys stay till the end of the video to make sure that you're putting on all of the correct settings. All right, so the tool that we're going to be using here is called Instantly AI. And if you guys haven't heard of it, it's perfectly fine. I'll explain it to you very briefly. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do outside of just warming up your emails. As you can see right here, it says find warm leads. You can scale email campaigns, reach primary inboxes, engage smart. There's a bunch of different stuff you can use. And the whole thing is that it's all leveraging the power of AI in order to do it. But before I get into it, I want to explain a little bit of context, okay? So prior to being able to use AI to do this stuff, you genuinely would have had to spend 2 to 3 weeks, and you kind of do still have to spend 2 to 3 weeks, but I'll get into that later. You would have had to spend that amount of time kind of manually engaging with people, sending emails, opening emails, kind of simulating a real human behavior when it comes to emails, right? And that's pretty much how you would go about warming up your email addresses. And a lot of you guys, I know myself especially, didn't even know that warming up my email address was a thing when I first got into business, right? I remember wondering, how come nobody's replying to me? And then I sent an email to myself and I was like, where's the email? I can't find it. And I realized that it was in spam. And that was one of the first times that I realized, okay, so what's the process here in order to actually get delivered to my prospects and my clients? And then I went through the whole rabbit hole of figuring out what to do. Well, the good thing is that we live in the 21st century, and now we have tools exactly like Instantly AI to be able to do this stuff entirely for us. The only thing is that we still do have to wait around two to 3 weeks. Honestly, you only need to do 2 weeks, but I'll explain more of that as we go along with the tutorial. So head on over to the website. It's called Instantly AI. I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to make sure that you're going onto the exact right website. You know, there can be a lot of weird stuff happening these days. So just click the link in the description if you're worried about anything. And then you should be met with this interface. Once you're here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just click start for free. And then it should prompt you to basically create an account. So I'm going to create my account. To be honest with you, I already have an account created, obviously. So I'm just going to log in and then I'll meet you guys once I'm on the inside. All right, so we made it inside the Instantly interface. And now I just want to emphasize something real quick. So everything that I'm about to show you guys, you can do completely for free with the free trial. And I believe the free trial lasts 2 weeks, which is literally all that you need in order to do this significant amount of warming up your emails. It is recommended for you to continue it after that 2 weeks, at least a little bit, just to keep things going, but it's not completely necessary. The chunk of the effort is going to be done within those 2 weeks. So that's all that I'll say about that. Now, once you're here, you can see this navigation bar on the left-hand corner. You've got lead finder, you've got campaigns, you've got Unibox, a bunch of different stuff. Like I said, guys, there's so much you can do within Instantly, but we're going to be really honing in on warming up the emails for this video. So you want to head on over to where it says email accounts right here. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, guys, you guys won't have any emails here. You can see that I do have 2 emails. So I've already been practicing everything that I'm about to show you guys how to do. Now, when you do arrive on this page and you don't have any emails linked, obviously the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to the top right-hand corner where it says plus add new, and you click the button. And there's 3 different ways that you can go about this. So the first way is to kind of get Instantly to give you accounts that have already been pre-warmed up, as it says. The only thing about this, like it says down here, there's only 185 domains remaining, and you really don't have much variety, I guess, as to what you're picking. You can see there's a bunch of kind of predetermined domains. So I really wouldn't recommend that, especially if you have your own personal brand that you want a specific domain for. I'd kind of just exclude that option to begin with. The second option in the middle here is called done for you email setup. This is if you want Instantly to actually create the email accounts for you and then proceed with warming it up. So as you can see, it says we set up your accounts, we choose the domain and the account names, automatic reconnect, save time and money. It's basically just a simple way to do it if you don't already have an email set up. But I imagine that the majority of you, along with myself, is probably going to be going for this third option here, which is going to be connecting existing accounts, because most of you will already have a business or a brand or an email that already exists. And all you want to do is connect it to Instantly so you can warm up the email and then get cold emailing or doing whatever you want to do with it. So the majority of you will come here. You'll have, I imagine, either a Microsoft email, an Outlook, or a Gmail, which is what I had. And then you'll simply click this. Now, the only thing is that because I'm on the free trial, I'm showing you guys everything the free trial would allow. The free trial only allows for you to have 2 emails connected. And as you guys saw at the start, I already have my 2 emails getting warmed up as we speak. So when I click on this, it's going to come up and it's going to say trial limit reached. But it's very simple. Whenever you guys do click this button here to connect your Gmail, it's the simplest thing ever. I think it's like 3 steps, plus they have a tutorial video to show you exactly what to do. And it's so unbelievably easy. You just go through that and you link your Gmail. Now, if you guys do have any issues with anything that I've talked about in this video, I do have a consultation link down below. If I can't help you, I'll literally just give you a full refund. Now, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so we're almost there. It hasn't been that hard, has it? But now it's time for the most important step, which is going to be actually configuring the warm-up. So let's get into it. Now, one thing I will say, guys, if you want to bulk edit everything at once, so you're not tediously changing one email setting at a time, you can select this button in the top left, checkbox all of your emails, and then you can select, where is it, bulk edit settings here in the top right. And that way you can edit all of the details, all of the settings simultaneously without having to do it one by one. But for now, we're going to deselect that and we're just going to use one email account as an example. So I'm just going to select this one at the top right here, and I'm going to run you guys through a couple of things. So the first tab that you have right here is called the warm-up tab, and it's pretty obvious what it does. But if you want to track the emails that have been sent and the emails that have been landing in spam and stuff like that, they've made it very, very simple right here. So if anything has been going wrong, and it's gone wrong with me before, it's just part of the game, things will go wrong, then you can see most effectively, I guess, in this graph screen right here. So let's move over to the most important tab here, which is going to be the settings tab. And by the way, guys, the campaigns tab is literally just showing you what campaigns the email account is active in. So it's pretty irrelevant for us right now. So let's go ahead and speed run these settings because it's way more simple than what other people might make it out to seem. So first thing first, it's going to be the first name and the last name, which is pretty obvious what that is. Now, what I would recommend for you guys is most of the time, just go with the female first name and make it 3 letters. It has the highest open rate, highest response rate. Don't ask me why. You guys can just make up your own conclusions as to why that might be the case. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Now, you do have an option to add a signature right here. If you guys want to be fancy, if you're doing something professional, then you can. I've never really done it, but yeah, you can if you want to, I guess. Now, this tag setting right here is going to be, it says it right there, but it's essentially going to be if you want to group your email accounts to make sure you're keeping everything organized. Maybe you want to do it by campaigns to make sure that each email account is separated to individually display which campaign it's a part of. And you can do it with a tag right there, but that's pretty obvious. Now we're going to get into the real meat of the warm-up settings, which I want you guys to be paying maximum attention to, okay? When you first do connect your accounts, if you've done it through the method that I showed you, then I pretty much recommend keeping everything exactly the way that they have shown you, or the way that it comes, okay? But after you've gone through that initial 2-week phase, you can kind of start to tweak things a little bit and make the warm-up a little bit more aggressive. And one thing I will say is that you want to keep the warm-up on perpetually to make sure you're getting maximum deliverability. So we're going to have the daily campaign limit set to 30 pretty much across the board. For the minimum wait time, honestly, I recommend doing something between 1 and 5. It might be a little bit superstitious of me, but essentially, because it's the minimum wait time, it could be the case that you send 30 emails in 30 minutes, okay? It's extremely unlikely, but that is a possibility. So at least when you make it between 2, 3, 4, 5, it adds a little bit more variability, but it is probably just superstitious. As you can see, this account right here, I just have it set to 1. Now guys, this setting right here is extremely important, and it's technically not a warm-up setting, but it's a campaign slow ramp setting, which means that when you actually put this email into an official campaign and it starts sending emails to your official prospects and your leads, you want to make sure that you're slowly, gradually building it up to send a couple emails, a couple more emails, a couple more emails. And that's why I always recommend, if you're just starting out a campaign, you want to enable this. You can see right here, I've got it disabled because it had already been sending emails out for a couple of, maybe, I think it was like a week it had been sending those emails. And so I disabled it. I was like, yeah, it's at the point now where I can max this out, send 30 emails per day. That's what I want to do. But at the start, I would always recommend keeping this on when you just put the email into a campaign. For the daily inbox placement test limit, just keep that to 10. Now the custom domain tracking, this is really simple to set up, but it's going to seem a little bit complicated, okay? If you've done anything with DNS records before, it's extremely simple. Now I can't walk you guys through exactly how to do it because all of you are going to be hosting your domains on different platforms. I use Namecheap. It's really simple. Literally just add a DNS record, put CNAME as the record type, put inst, which stands for instantly, as the host, and then put in this value. You want to make sure that you click check status to make sure that it's actually connected, and then you get these 2 ticks. Cool, everything's set up correctly, done. Now this warm-up filter tag right here, it's really not that important, but if you want to look into your actual emails and see which emails are related to the warm-up campaign, then pretty much everything with this tag right here will be something that you know is a part of the warm-up campaign. But if you want to, you can create your own custom tag. Really not that important, but hey, do it if you want to. Now next up, we've got some very, very important settings. So I have in my previous video said that you guys should set this to 3 and set the daily warm-up limit to 30. So let me explain this, okay? When you've just created an account, keep it to what they tell you to keep it as, the default settings, which is going to be 1 and 10. But as you begin to warm up your account a little bit more, you can start to exceed what they suggest, okay? I know, oh, he's saying to do something that they said said not to do. Once you've warmed up your account a little bit, you can be a little bit more aggressive. So for example, you could change this between 1 and 3 and then change this between 10 and 30. But when you're first setting up your account, just keep it default. Don't risk anything. It's too much of a risk to... And actually as well, right here, this disable slow warm-up setting, you can see if you hover over the info button, it pretty much says the exact same thing I just said, which is that it's not recommended for new accounts. You should only disable slow warm-up for accounts that have already been warmed up. So it's very similar to what I just said. And then as for the reply rate, obviously it says suggested is 30, but it's not going to crazily change anything if you make it between 30 and 50%. So do with that what you will. As for the reply rate, the suggested is 30%. You can increase this a little bit if you want to as you keep warming up your account, like I've been saying for a lot of these settings, but generally speaking, keep it between 30 and 50% and you'll be completely fine. Now, if you do obviously have the hypergrowth plan or whatever it's called, then you can click show advanced settings right here. And when you're first getting started, sure, you can enable all these things and put these all to 100. I'm going to be honest, guys, I really don't think it makes too much of a difference. I mean, look at the stuff that it's talking about, read emulation, like scrolling through your email account like a human's using it and stuff. I think it's kind of just a little bit of the cherry on top type of deal, but you can enable it if you want to. You can see right here, I don't even have any of this stuff enabled except for these last 3 right here. So it's really not too big of a deal. Everything that I've said prior to that are going to be the much more important settings. All right, so now you've got literally everything set up, but don't forget there's a couple more important things we need to do. Number one, like I said at the start, you need to click on test domain setup, make sure that all of your records are set up correctly, and then you'll be good to go to actually click the flame icon and make sure that everything has actually started and activated the warm-up. And really quick, guys, something that I forgot to mention, if you are kind of skeptical as to whether or not it's actually aligning with everything that it's saying that it's doing, you guys can literally log into these emails if you want to. So for example, here I've got my email right here, and you can see I haven't sent a single one of these emails. This is all Instantly.ai doing this all for me. So I'm receiving this email from Instantly AI. I'm sending all of these emails. This is Instantly AI sending this email saying, howdy, Lily. So it's all Instantly AI doing all of this. I quite literally have not sent or received a single email myself. Now, there are 500 million different ways that you can make mistakes when it comes to sending cold emails at scale. So if you guys do run into any issues, as always, we do have a school community. I made it recently. I've been filling out the content library. It's some good shit if I do say so myself. So if you do want any help, I can join calls with you, hold your hand through anything that you need related to making money with AI.